Hello. It is time. It is time to rise and grind, my fellow gamers. E3 has... I'm sorry, I'm not supposed to call it that anymore. Discount E3. The Summer Games Fest. Is it even still Summer Games Fest still going on right now? Was today still part of it? Because Microsoft just did an extended thing for their showcase that was on Sunday. Which is weird that they would do it 2 days later, not the day after. But great value E3, yes. I see a man of refined tastes in the chat right now. Yes. The discount E3 has pretty much concluded, and we got a lot of stuff to look at and talk about and ruminate over and wonder. Like, how many people will we be able to have sex with in the fucking Starfield? Oh boy, Starfield. That was a game, all right. I did not expect the Microsoft press conference to have a trailer for City Skylines 2, so that was my big surprise. Especially since I was literally about to start writing the script. Well, I already started writing the script. I was going to do a bulk of the writing yesterday and today. And then they dropped the trailers, so I gotta watch the trailer first before I can really continue writing. Multiple Bed Bath & Beyonds on the same street. I was nervous, not nervous, but I was curious if anybody was going to catch on to that. Yeah, that was a very interesting, almost as interesting as the game generating a bunch of red rockets on my, on one of my strips. So like I have a mod that adds a bunch of businesses, and the red rocket from Fallout. It's a Fallout thing, guys. Yeah, it added that to the game. So like I had a strip in this city where I had like 3 of them on one road, which is weird because usually I would only see one in like one city. So to see 3 in a single road was kind of weird. Yeah, you caught the Starfield stream and was not impressed. Yeah, I feel like, are we the crazy ones? Like, is me, Pat, one of my friends texted me literally the next morning. It was like 6 a.m. He texted me. He's like, dude, I just started the Starfield thing, and I must be crazy because that looks terrible. So, there's a few of us floating around, but like, are we the crazy ones? Because I'm seeing everybody like, this game looks amazing. Bethesda's gonna deliver because, like, you know, they gotta, right? The game's gonna be out soon. But I got Patrician calling me right now because he's gonna be with us today. So before we continue talking about this, let's bring him on. Hello.
All right. Let me cut this shit off real quick. I want to be transparent about this. When I saw the Starfield stuff live, I was more optimistic than after we took a good look at it. It's something that is designed to hit you super fast and build a hype and excitement with you. But if you actually look at what they're promising, it's either the same old, which is fine if you're a Bethesda fan, or it's the same old and it's fine if you're an older Bethesda fan.
Yes.
Make no mistake. It's built in a way to make sure that if you've only seen it once when it was live and you haven't gone back and seen the play-by-play, you're going to be positively predisposed to it. Because here's the thing, I was positively predisposed to it on the first viewing because, you know, it's happening live and it's happening so fast, and I'm having to keep track of live chat and all that I don't have time to, like, I completely missed that Cowboy Town was a thing the first time. Like, I didn't even have a second thought to there being a cowboy.
It was only like 10-15 seconds too. They it's like
literally
that one in.
Like, yeah, like I think we pointed out in my notes that it was like literally 20 seconds. They just slipped in that Red Dead Redemption Town is a thing, right? And then you get the second pass round where you look at it a little more critically and it's like, wait a second. There's a Red Dead Redemption Town and there's a Cyberpunk town. Hmm.
So, you got No Man's Sky, Red Dead, Cyberpunk, and Elite Dangerous that
I
they've
was
been
thinking like if there was any way they'd fit in Zelda
yeah,
or like God of War or something like they are wearing their inspirations on their sleeves.
this game it's going to be a game all right. I saw a Microsoft executive said today that this is the least buggiest Bethesda game ever to be released.
And then you got Todd Howard in like a different stream saying that the game is going to run at 30
30
FPS locked on the Xbox.
Oh man. Well, they don't have to. There doesn't have to be a PlayStation version, so they can now spend that time that they would have spent working on the port to do bug fixes and stuff. It makes it a lot easier.
I don't think it's going to be as buggy as Starfield. Maybe we'll go to just as buggy as Fallout 4.
Yeah, that's you meant Fallout 76. But yeah. That's what I've been saying is like Fallout 4 is basically the benchmark for this game, and you can look at like even the gameplay, the leveling and everything like that. It's like they used Fallout 4. They're like, okay, that was the last game that we made that people were happy with, so let's just go back to that. We'll pretend Fallout 76 didn't happen, right? And we'll just call it a day.
Hang on, I'm going to try to get you the clip of Mr. Howard talking about the frame rate.
Yeah, that was not surprising, but also oof. It's so that they can also
Well, you've seen people talking about the Steam page screenshot that has a bug in it.
Oh, really? I haven't seen that.
This isn't the tweet of him saying it, but here is a tweet. I'll go back down to where the screenshot was. So you can show the chat what I'm talking about here. I think this is on Kretosis' stream's thumbnail too. Like this is kind of going around as the like principal image of don't worry guys, the usual appeal of the games being horribly buggy. They haven't abandoned their core audience.
What's the bug here? Just
look at him. Look at his the arm that's supposed to be on the foregrip.
Okay, let's put this up. I learned this trick last time. Let's see if I remember.
Dang. I don't know if it was sent to me on Twitter or if it was sent to me on my Starfield channel. But there is a clip of Todd Howard saying the game was going to run at 30 FPS.
Oh,
And I don't know if I saved it.
hold on, where did that just go? Just like ate the image. What?
Is it layered behind something?
No, I put it over. Does like the video take precedence? It like showed up on this on OBS for like a split second and then it was gone. Let us switch to a different scene. What is a safe scene for me to put on? Because I got like my window.
Is it too much to ask for a modern game to be fairly bug-free? Look, either it's going to be full of bugs or it's going to be like the laziest Unreal Engine 5 like DLSS implementation. Like, okay, so when I played Hogwarts Legacy, I had no clue what that was. And oh, people are already making Soy Jack Outer Worlds versus Giga Chad Starfield memes.
Nice. All right, let me try and get this expanded here.
But yeah, so
we can take a look at this. So yeah, his hand is supposed to be on the foregrip, and this is on the Steam page. Is it still on the Steam page?
Good question. Because it did make the rounds of people kind of making fun of it.
Yeah. Oh boy.
$70 on Steam. I mean, I knew that was the case.
Nice. Nice. And we got to get the, like, we
Yeah,
have
and
to
you got to
buy
spend the Pay Piggy edition. It looks like it's
to
been
get
taken off.
access. Okay. Yeah, we gotta, you and I anyway, have to buy the special edition so that we can get it early access 1 week. Imagine if it's like early access but only on Game Pass.
All right, it looks like it's probably from this IGN interview. I don't have a timestamp for you, but I will need to add this to the list of things that I have to watch. I was hoping that yesterday was going to be the last stream. Was it yesterday? 2 days ago?
2 days ago, yeah. I know, I went into a coma yesterday, so.
Dude, that stream wiped me out.
Yeah. I ate dinner and then I passed out. That was an intense one, for sure. I didn't feel it at the time until we were finished, and I was like, oh my god.
I didn't pass out. I went and played like an hour of H3 VR and went for a walk and all that. So, but it is pretty tough to do a show like that. What day did they do this interview? 6, I'm gonna say 12/23. Yeah, it's 2023. Add that to my little source list. Hey chat, I need to pop you up on second monitor. I'm sorry, I've been neglecting you.
Did you send me the link yet for
Oh, you want the interview link? I can send it to you, but I don't have a timestamp of when he says anything, so.
Yeah, alright.
If I get a timestamp, I will.
How big is this interview? Holy shit, 27 minutes.
Yeah, now
Yep,
I've got
okay,
more
that's-
stream fodder.
Yeah. I guess I know what I'm gonna be doing.
I'm just gonna look for when they talk about 30 frames per second.
Anyways, it's gonna be 30 FPS. But what we're here for today is City Skylines 2.
Okay. I've got you a timestamp. It's 4 minutes and 30 seconds in.
Okay.
Let me join the watch together and I'll load it in.
Oh, yeah. Good idea. It looks good, guys. Don't worry. Okay, hold on. Let me switch to
No, taking over your stream here, but
window. Yes, it worked.
This is something that we have to address. We also have to talk about the Fallout 76 stuff.
Yeah.
It's there. It's the bottom GIF. Is it okay? So it's not on the like screenshot Rizzle thing, but it's somewhere on the page. Come on, show it. That's not it. Oh yeah, no, it is still there. So there's these there's these GIFs/GIFs/APNGs that are like showing different stuff from the showcase. There's 4 of them. The bottom one is like glamour shots of guns being shot, and in that glamour shot, there's like, and this is why they do this. There's like a 20 frame shot of that guy with that weapon, not holding the foregrip correctly. That's why they hit you fast and hard. So, like for example, as it was pointed out, they made sure not to show us the double barrel being reloaded this time. They cut the frame that it got reloaded. And they actually cut a frame late, which is a very easy mistake to make in editing, at least with Premiere. So they cut a frame late so you could see that like nothing was going to come out. But it used to be that bullets, as in like unspent rounds that one might find in a rifle, would come out of the double barrel shotgun after being reloaded.
I like that it still has a square barrel as well.
Of course. That's the amazing thing is it's been a year. They haven't sent that back to the modeler to like fix up the barrel. So I wonder like, is there some idea they have where the shotgun shells are going to be like square just so that they're more science fiction-y? Because that would be fine. But then like, why at this point have they not fixed the fucking shotgun reload?
It would have been funny. It would have been great too if they owned it. Like just been, you know.
All right, you're in control of the play button. This should be around the point that we need to be at.
All right, let's see.
4K on the X, it's 1440 on the S. We do lock it at 30. because we want that fidelity, we want all that stuff. We don't want to sacrifice any of it. Fortunately, in this one, we've got it running great. It's often running way above that. Sometimes it's 60. But on the consoles, we do lock it because we prefer the consistency.
Yeah.
Right? You're not even thinking about it. And
So it's gonna feel like shit to play. 'Cause
Right.
it's gonna be a 30 FPS
PS
shooter.
on a controller. And he even said at some points we could even get it runs at 60 FPS. I know, I too have played Fallout 4 where I can get it to run at 60 FPS when I'm in the middle of nowhere. And then I go down to Boston and it goes down to 20 FPS. I played Fallout 4 as well. I remember.
Oof. Why would you say that? Surely there was a meeting. There was a meeting about this because he has these numbers ready, right?
They have to.
On the X, it runs at
4K.
On the S, it runs at 1440p. Which actually, like, here's what I don't get. Average screen size is still what? 1080p?
1080p, yeah.
Maybe 2K.
Yeah.
So why is the X being targeted towards 4K? And it's because like if they just had the X run it at 1440p or gave them options, which I don't know how it works. I don't have one of these. I haven't had an Xbox since the 360, right?
Yeah.
1440p on the X should run at 60 FPS, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I would imagine.
Seems
so.
unreasonable. I'm buying a flagship console. I kind of want it to be smooth. They're going for the fidelity. The fidelity only makes sense if it's a screenshot simulator.
Yeah, and you're sitting there pixel peeping and stuff. But, well, you know, from what we've been seeing, this game, one of the big things this game's probably going to be doing is getting a lot of people posting pictures online. So, I mean, if you're taking those pictures in photo mode, and I'm assuming most players are, especially on console, you could just add a second step to that where it just up-reses it and everything. Like, you don't,
but someone had to sit him down and tell him what the values were, and they had to agree that they were going to announce that the game was going to run at 30 FPS, and that this was a good idea to announce that.
I mean, they have to, though, because if people got the game at launch and found out it's locked at 30 FPS, they would fucking pitch a fit.
Did you see that what I posted on Twitter?
The
2 thumbnails next to each other. I'll send you this as well.
I was scrolling through Twitter today. I didn't see that.
I don't have Twitter Blue or whatever it's called, so I get algorithmically stifled over there now.
Oh, yeah. These get excited for Redfield, get excited for Starfield. I'll put this one up.
I mean, these were like 10 videos apart from each other. I did edit it to like put them side by side, but like this fucking guy
get excited, guys.
No neuron activation, which it is what it is. So this guy, he's trying to make it as a pro YouTuber, and he's actually like set up a Starfield like event with a bunch of other dedicated Starfield YouTube channels.
That's really getting ahead of the curve there.
Well, yeah, that's what happens with these kind of big flagship games is you have a bunch of YouTubers that are like, this is my chance.
Yeah. And then they get drowned out in the algorithm when the big channels start covering it for like 2 days.
Yeah, so it's like you're going to get like at most 5,000 subs. And then if you get lucky, you might break out. Yeah. But as soon as like Oxhorn or Mr. Matty plays or Juicehead steps into the arena, it's over for you. You're going to be fighting for table scraps.
Yeah.
In the Bethesda space. You've got to be crazy to think that you're going to make it as like a new Bethesda channel. But yeah, this is just a guy that's like, this is a guy that was like shilling for Redfall. Looks like for a while, and then
Starfield.
We all know what happened.
Man, that's rough.
And now next step, we've got Starfield. This guy's shilling for it. I think we know what the next step in the pattern is. There's a bunch of them out there. Yeah, no, like I went to this guy's Twitter. He's got like an event organized with like 4 other tiny Starfield YouTube channels. So this isn't just like a one-off thing. This is a whole genre on YouTube that exists out there.
Get excited, guys. Come on, have you pre-ordered yet? It's only $70. Well, you have to get the special edition. Actually, I want the one with the watch. So I think, was that $100?
The Starfield watch?
Yeah.
That version's $300.
300.
You're
Fuck
paying
off.
for that watch.
Fuck off.
That watch comes with a case. A protective case for when you go through the airport or something. I don't know. They're bound to hit bullseye sooner or later, right? Right? Well, what it is too is like I'm sure all of them are like super Bethesda fans. Oh, did I ever tell the story? There was a guy, one of the first comments I got on my Morrowind video when it was blowing up was by a dedicated Fallout 76 YouTuber. Is he uploading the new news? No, he stopped uploading 3 months ago. Oh my god, he couldn't hold out. He couldn't make it to Atlantic City.
Oh no.
But
well,
yeah,
maybe he'll come back. Maybe he'll come back.
One of the first comments I got on my YouTube channel was from a dedicated Fallout 76 YouTuber, and he wasn't a fan of my Morrowind video. Weird that, isn't it?
Yeah.
Let's see if I can find his comment.
So there is Fallout 76 news. They have an expansion announced that's coming out next year. So you know, don't get too excited now. And they showed the next season. That comes out June 20th, which is the same day that ESO releases its new update. You would think they would try to space those out or something, like at least by a week or two.
Most 76 fans now claim New Vegas is their game with a pride flag and everything. 76 fans are weird. I'll just say that. They got some news, though. They've got news. They had a trailer, which was very confusing because I had no idea what they were marketing until, like, the last second.
Yeah, that's because they were going to show, like, the actual gameplay trailers at this second conference. I was hoping they would show some more CS2 stuff at this conference, but they didn't, so I kind of just wasted my time. But at least I got to watch the 76 stuff, I guess.
Apparently there's more 76 news. I don't know how, like, there's not really 76 news. There's news that the game isn't dead yet.
Yeah. They had a developer talking. I was surprised. I was surprised to hear that there's still people who work on Fallout 76.
76 fans get a trailer. Meanwhile, the 8 people still playing Halo Infinite. Yeah, no, like... yeah. Fallout 76 versus Halo Infinite is like Microsoft's little rat race to the bottom of the toilet.
Halo couldn't even get, like, because this was a show where, like, they showed Hi-Fi Rush for, like, I think almost 10 minutes. They couldn't even give Halo Infinite. Oh man, it's bad time to be in the house of Halo, let me tell you.
You know what I just realized? Remember that trailer they showed us where they showed them making, like, the box cover art for Starfield? Yeah. Like that illustration?
Yeah.
So Space Delphine's on it, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So they drew Space Delphine before they even had, like, an idea of, like, what role she was going to be in the story, but Space Delphine is going to be, like, core to the game's identity.
I really can't wait.
She's the game's Parthenax. Because Skyrim was like the very first thing they made for Skyrim was like a drawing of Parthenax.
Yeah.
Or not Parthenax, Alduin. It's that illustration of that super scary like Alduin picture.
Is she going to betray us because she's going to be jealous that we're space dragonborn?
I don't think it's gonna be that, but I do think that, like, it's funny that, like, the thought occurred to me that, like, Space Delphine is destined since, like, the very start of the project.
I'm excited for more Delphine type characters. They're always my favorite. You know, you had Delphine, you had Romani. It's just.
But yeah, if you want to. If there's more Starfield information, like any kind of interview, any kind of tweet that gets made, at me on my server and my Starfield channel, and I'll look at it.
Yeah.
Don't at me over some bullshit, though. And it better not be fucking, like, a Kotaku article about something stupid.
Starfield's representation of facial hair. Actually, that would be interesting. If other people were making fun of the facial hair. I'm just trying to come up with, like, a stupid Kotaku headline. They usually just astound me, though, so it's unpredictable.
They talked a lot about the ESRB rating, I think.
Yeah.
When the jetpack sex thing came out.
Yeah. All right.
But yeah, so City Skylines,
Yeah, let's
the topic of the stream.
let's go ahead and pop this on.
I guess I need to give the Avowed trailer another view. Someone said it's the same world scale and companion system as Outer Worlds, and that kind of made me groan. That's a big oof.
Yeah.
More so the companions thing, because the companions like had a shit ton of cuts with Outer Worlds. So it's like most companions have one quest if you want to be charitable and call them quests, because some of them are just like 2 conversations and then the quest is over. So I don't know if you want to brag about it having a similar companion system. You might want to say it has a better companion system.
That's a shame. They tried to kill Fallout with Outer Worlds, didn't work. They're gonna try and kill Elder Scrolls. It's ironic, really.
When is the Outer Worlds video coming? Anybody who thought it was going to be like a week after Fallout 76 was a bit delusional. It's not going to be 6 months, but it's not going to be like a week or 2 either.
Yeah.
Like it's coming, but there's other stuff I'm working on.
Oh
like
yeah.
this whole Starfield thing. You got to realize Summer Games Fest was like a huge vacuum of time. Just the mental preparation that was involved.
How do I feel about the aesthetic changes? I've been completely we should preface this by saying that I've been trying to avoid this trailer like the fucking plague for the past 2 days because like I want this to be my first look at it. We're gonna go through this methodically. It's only 2 minutes, so we're not gonna do a 10-hour like view of this.
Yeah, 10-hour view through.
But we are going to be stopping on basically every scene change because from what I can tell, there is stuff that I can actually talk about like scene by scene.
Were there any games from the fest that you're interested in?
City Skylines.
Not that I remember, but yeah, I mean like Starfield, the new Cyberpunk DLC.
Yeah.
But this is all like, by the way, the 3 answers we just gave are all because projects.
Yeah, that's exactly it. Like I got super excited on your stream and I had to like interrupt myself by saying like, I'm not excited because I'm excited for the game. I mean, I am cautiously optimistic about CS2, but it's mostly because like I'm about to start really writing this script and it was like the perfect time for them to give me this.
All of my favorite games don't end up at Summer Games Fest anymore.
Yeah.
All of the stuff that I'm into is like indie shit now.
Yeah, like
it's
indie stuff that has like such a low marketing budget that like the best they can do is maybe get like an artist to make a custom thing for them for Steam.
The only time I am not going to watch the fucking indie show until I have some promise that it's not just going to be like 20 fucking like super artsy games that have nothing going on with them.
Yeah, super artsy games with tons of stories that are all like super melodramatic or just like tons of roguelikes.
When Ardenfall is at Summer Games Fest, let me know and I'll watch it. But
yeah. Okay.
That's kind of the thing. It's like you can send me the cool looking stuff from Summer Games Fest. I only saw the 2 shows.
Yeah.
I saw Jeff's show because I liked
for Dragon's Dogma because I heard they showed a bunch of stuff.
I didn't catch the Capcom stuff.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, it's like at least there's stuff to talk about this year. There's more than I can say about the last 2 years.
Yeah, last 2 years that we streamed E3 or whatever they were doing was rough. PC gaming show this year though was that was embarrassing. Remember we were gonna watch the PC gaming show and we decided to just dissect the Starfield trailer for 10 hours.
5 minutes into that show.
Mm-hmm.
We were like,
gave up.
Like, what was it, like 8 minutes in before they actually started showing a game?
Yeah, 8 minutes before they started showing Frostpunk 2.
Yeah, that was pretty crazy.
But yeah, it's usually rough. At least there's games. I feel like the industry is starting to recover from the pandemic.
Yeah,
that's not saying they're doing good. But
that's basically it.
That Ubisoft Star Wars game looks like a Ubisoft Star Wars game. There's just something about Ubisoft that like they exude their mentality.
Yeah.
Like you can tell the difference between EA and Ubisoft just from like the box cover art of their Star Wars games. Because it looks like Watch Dogs crossed over with Star Wars. Not surprising. So we're gonna start this. This is your stream. You've got the play button.
Yep. All right. So let us begin.
Make sure you cross out that more videos tab.
Okay, so first thing I want to point out that I noticed, because I watched this thing a bunch of times, we have a double yellow line now, so this is like an American style road.
Yeah.
So that's nice to see. A lot of these curves and stuff would be very difficult, if not impossible, to make in
normal
vanilla.
City Skylines.
In
Oh my God.
CS1.
Okay,
There's like a
hang on.
lot of layering and stuff going on with this road that's just like straight up would be very difficult, if not impossible, without mods.
Remember
So
yesterday when you said that like the quality was better watching it through the stream than it was on Watch Together?
yeah.
Yeah, that's happening to me. How the hell does that work?
They must have like some sort of filtering, I guess, to like lower their I have no idea. You would think it would just be like a straight stream, right?
It makes no sense because it's passing through 2 levels of compression.
Yeah. Oh, you guys have double yellow lines over there too? It's weird because
Some
like
countries.
CS1 does not have like by default roads that look like American style roads. It still doesn't look
listen,
exactly, but it's closer.
You know it's American style because look at the crossings on the highway ramps that are like
Yeah, so I can see they still
2
add
or 3 meters into the ramp.
Where is okay? So there are sidewalks on this highway.
There's sidewalks on the
isn't-
overpass.
Yeah, on the overpass.
That's like an arterial road in the middle of town.
Yeah. So I just before I started this stream, I found out that this whole map, this whole city was designed by like a City Skylines YouTuber. He made a map and they used it for the trailer. So
So does that kind of says that like this is what you can do with CS2? So no road anarchy.
Yeah. So it's like it might not be what you're going to see by default. It might take some skill and finesse to pull these off, but at least it's possible now with vanilla. Because I doubt there's mods yet for the game.
Oh yeah,
Because a bunch of content creators, a bunch of YouTubers and stuff got access to like an alpha build a while back. So I think that's what we're looking at here is the alpha build. So yeah.
Did you throw everyone off by having the name Discord Bethesda Discord Kitten? I'm gonna notify people of the stream.
All right.
Who was the YouTuber?
I can't remember off the top of my head. What the fuck is going on? Did you pause it or did I pause it?
You must have paused it.
Okay, I paused it and then it rolled back like 10 seconds or like 5 seconds.
If you play it by clicking on the screen and not the play button, then it won't work.
Interesting. Well, I'm clicking on the play button.
And it's like
is a YouTuber who is like
okay,
he's a smaller YouTuber too. He's only like 140K.
Hang on. Do you see this zoomed out shot with the on-ramp on the right that is merging onto a 2-lane road but then turns into a 1-lane on-ramp again?
Oh yeah.
What's going on with that?
What is that? Did he use that to like nudge the traffic to the right? That's interesting though, because that's also something that wasn't possible in the original game. It might be possible with some mass transit road. Yeah,
I think that they're kind of trying to show off that like their freeway merging is working significantly better.
And I also like seeing more like markings and stuff. So it's like this whole area in vanilla, you should be able to see my
I can see a lot more detail on the stream.
Okay, yeah. People can see my cursor. Yeah, like this would not exist in the vanilla game. You need a mod in order to make like
it
these
looks kind of
markings
jank.
and stuff. It looks a little janky, yeah. Like that crossing there, the zebra crossing, looks a little out of place.
What's going on with the cars at the bottom right? Oh, that's just the traffic collision.
Oh yeah, what is that?
City was built by YouTuber $2.20.
Okay.
Yeah, their pathing's messed up. They're like U-turning because the road's probably broken.
Interesting. Hold on, let's go back a little bit. Yeah, let's focus on the traffic a bit. Is there anybody else? Oh man, this is gonna be hard to do. Okay. So, All right, so I'm gonna pay attention to it. So we got a gas station over here. Why is it playing?
Sorry, that was me.
Oh, okay. We got a gas station in the bottom left there. Um, it still looks like City Skylines though. Like the lots and everything still feels very much like CS1.
Yeah, it's like just a pump by itself with no building.
Yeah. Yeah.
Very trusting society.
Just examining this intersection. Once again, we got better paint, like better road assets and stuff.
I see 2 train lines crossing like the same road.
Yeah, so it's probably I think that's in vanilla CS1. The default train line has no, it's just one track. So maybe
No, it's 2 tracks. It's 2 tracks in parallel.
yeah, no, I mean in CS1, I think when you put it down it's just one. So did they intentionally draw 2 through here?
Well, I mean, like some rail intersections are going to have multiple tracks going through town.
Yeah.
Just to facilitate more traffic.
Well, so either this is a network where it has 2 tracks, or
Don't tell me the
track.
Norwegians asking who's using gasoline. Your guys' entire country's economy is built on oil.
All right. Is there anything else that I'm noticing? There's clouds in the sky. That's new. CS1 didn't really have clouds. I know they have like a dynamic. Well, they had a dynamic weather system in CS1 as well. After a while, wasn't really great though. Made playing very difficult because you couldn't see anything. So hopefully that's addressed in this game.
So are they
like
kind of trying to
nighttime.
show off that they can make a bigger map with this like big bay between these 2 cities, like the big like downtown city and then the small city across the waterfront? That seems pretty big for CS1.
You get this. This is pretty. This would be like. This could all fit on one tile in CS1. I feel like maybe 2.
I think that water, like the bay, is like 1 tile.
It might be.
It's a pretty big bay. Because
It's
I mean
it's
that
big,
urban
but
area over there is huge.
my issue with I never really had an issue with CS1's map size, to be honest. On PC when you mod it so that you can actually build outside of 9 squares.
Yeah, the
when you
25
get
square mods.
Yeah. When you get like the full thing, it's actually a pretty decent sized map. So I don't think they really have to. I'm sure they are going to increase the map size, but probably I can't imagine they're going to increase it that much, because like your cities and stuff, the simulation speed would come to a crawl long before you ran out of like real estate on the map.
Well, see, they're working on their entity system to make it so that it's more efficient at
I
calculating stuff.
I hope so. I really do hope so, because like the city that we're going to be playing today, I'm at like 35,000 people and it's already like getting slow.
Yeah.
And bear in mind, there's like milestones to reach a population of like 90,000. I've never been able to get that high because my games always just come to a crawl. And then I've seen people who get their cities to like 150,000. It's like, you must be playing at like a day takes 2 minutes.
Probably.
CS
let it run
Remastered lets you
overnight.
buy 25 tiles on consoles. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look into the console remaster, because there's a bunch of stuff that game does that isn't in base City Skylines on PC, and I find that interesting.
Is there a mod platform for CS Remastered? Like, does it have the mods tab that?
I don't
Because
know.
they could throw in like a 25 tiles unlocked mod by default. Like they have the infinite money mod.
Yeah. It's not though on PC, and that's the weird thing.
It's kind of a ubiquitous mod. They're not going to take that away from the workshop. But
Yeah,
like, if you're on console, they could do that.
Well, it kind of is ubiquitous. They actually, there's a new version of it, because like the former people who made it abandoned it, and then new people did like a new version of it, and it's still kind of in beta because the old version would cause like save corruption and stuff like that. So it had its issues, so it would have been nice if they did have something built in to facilitate it.
Okay, but what do you mean it's baked in the console version? Like, if I play CS Remastered on console, I just have infinite money by default, or like, is it a setting?
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering.
A few years ago, you had to do anything so that people don't walk on foot as much as possible to not lag the game, but it of course creates tons of traffic.
Oh, is that what's going on? Because I have a mod that makes it so people just like want to walk everywhere, so that my city's not becoming
Yeah.
crowded with traffic and people will actually use my mass transit. Oh, maybe that's why my game's like crawling now at 35K. You'll see. My downtown
It's
areas look pretty
fine.
nuts.
It's like it's an inverse problem. So like to solve traffic problems in the real world, we want people to use smaller vehicles. To solve lag problems in city skylines, you want people to use bigger vehicles so that they take up more real estate space on the roads.
Adding that mod to an existing save moved all your metros 4 levels downwards. Yeah, there was you never really want to add mods mid save in this game. Run into all sorts of issues, but okay, let's get another shot here. Once again, we got some like intersection markings and stuff.
2 trains. No, they didn't do a rail crossing. This is just a society that knows to stop for trains.
Yeah. Well, no.
Shame that doesn't work in the real world.
I see something here. It's not coming across the road though. It's like covering it's protecting the pedestrians, but the cars, cars are free to just drive through that bitch. So I see in the back up here, there's like there's a bridge. I recognize that bridge from CS1. So I like the wall-to-wall buildings here. That's nice to see.
Yeah, that is good to see.
But yeah, this building right down here, this is classic CS1, where it's just like this thing plopped in the middle, and you're gonna have to do work to make it blend in properly. Like there's no fences here. Like what is this space supposed to be in the back of this asset? And also the building's right up against the road.
That's
also
where the
not
dump
seeing
truck
any parking
goes.
lots. Yeah, this still feels like a lot of like CS1 growable assets, and I'm not a big fan of how CS1 does growables any longer because it takes a lot of work to make a city actually feel more realistic. Yeah, I'm looking at this. I'm gonna guess the train network has a bidirectional rail. Either that or you're able to place rail networks like right next to each other like this, which is once again, well, actually, oh wait. Yeah, hold on. I think that is what they were doing here because you can see this rail goes off and this one's like, so like they're converging here. So these are 2 networks that are converging, and this would literally be impossible to do in vanilla because you would get like conflicting, it'd be like space occupied, blah, 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 blah.
What is that roundabout? It looks like a...
Oh, there's dedicated roundabout markings too.
It's probably a default roundabout.
I don't know. We don't have many roundabouts here, so I can't really tell you what's wrong with it.
The main thing that catches my eye is multiple lanes entering into the roundabout. Especially after like a train track, that's gonna just like people are gonna die at that roundabout. The traffic circle, it might save you a bit of throughput, but lives are being lost for the sake of it.
Let's see what else we got. We got the shadows and everything.
The roundabout's missing some kind of artistic eyesore in the middle that blocks the view of incoming traffic. Well, they don't want big rig trucks getting stuck in the roundabout.
Yeah, I mean,
it's so emergency vehicles can go straight through.
Shadows are nice and soft and everything. I'm curious how the game performs.
It's not a visual eyesore.
Yeah, it's pretty all right.
There's a tree in the road.
Yeah, so this is clearly a
There's multiple trees in the road,
yeah,
actually.
yeah. So what this is a what this looks like to me anyways is this is a decorated avenue. So these are like
Mhm.
this is like the avenue with trees decorations. And
And they're
they
in
don't
the bike lane. Like,
yeah, they don't really have like planters or anything like that.
I don't
So
think so. I think this is like this road's been drawn on and it wasn't bulldozing the trees that were there. Or he
maybe
used like a tree placement tool. Like he designed this and then placed all
and
the
then
trees
place the
down.
trees maybe. I don't know.
And
No, I think it is. I think it is the avenue because this network here, the rail line would interrupt it. So that's why it looks like it's like weirdly spaced out because they're not symmetrical, and that's probably due to this the rail
Mhm.
cutting through it. I mean, we had them in CS1, so I imagine they're going to be in CS2. But yeah, if it is the case, they don't have like planters or anything still, so that's a little disappointing to see.
The road coming from the bottom, when it reaches the roundabout, it has the arrows that you would typically see at an intersection, but it has a I'm pretty sure that's a left turn in a straight in the
Oh,
left lane and a
wait.
right turn in a straight in the right
Yeah,
lane.
I think this is a bi-directional roundabout.
What?
Yeah, there are bi-directional roundabouts.
Oh, the God, that would be so confusing. It's so unnecessary. Like, look how low traffic this is. This could be a four-way intersection. It would be fine.
Yeah. Yeah, this isn't like a heavy traffic area, but um my man's just planning ahead, right? When he builds this
Mm,
all up and this becomes clogged with traffic, you're gonna be happy you have that roundabout.
yeah.
All right, let's. Oh wait, I did want to look at the train models real fast. So we have a freight train here. This looks like a commuter
Yeah, it
train.
looks like a freight train, a passenger train.
Looks fine. Looks better than what we had in CS1. Looks more
Naturally, he separated
realistic.
them on. He put them on separate lines.
Yeah, that's probably what's going on here. That's how you know he's a pro. All right, so
So
we got a tram here by default. So no DLC needed for trams.
I'm kind of curious
This
what
is
infrastructure it's using.
this is a different type of roundabout. Oh, because of the tram. This is probably like a tram intersection roundabout. Interesting. Hmm. I wonder if that's like if it does that dynamically or if that's like I have to select the piece that is the
Mm.
tram roundabout piece.
Well, it's just I can barely make out. I can kind of see that there's tracks for the roundabout, but there's no like electrical. You know
Yeah,
how
there's no I forget what those things are called.
trams have that electrical
Yeah,
stuff that's hanging
that runs in.
over them.
Well, you know what it is? It has a third rail
Hmm.
in the street.
Yeah. Just so the kids can find it.
Um,
So I see parking lots. This is kind of the first shot that shows off
yes.
parking lots.
Yeah, parking lots. Once again, we still have wall-to-wall buildings and stuff. You can see there's some alleyways here. It looks a whole lot more natural.
Yeah, your high density stuff looks a lot better
Yeah.
now. And
And
it's, I assume
actually,
that's some kind of
this is
university.
mid-rises too. These are like
Yeah.
proper mid-rises blending into like a high-rise area.
Yeah.
So that's nice to see because it was very difficult to make like a nice transition between like 2, 3 stories into like
Well, you don't know. Maybe it's
skyscrapers.
just not leveled up yet.
Yeah, hopefully they have a system where that's not just relying on setting everything to be a historical building, where I can control like how developed I want a neighborhood to be. Um,
Wait until you see the zoning tools.
look at the areas, like look at the landscapes in the background and stuff. I mean, visually, it looks good. It looks good, but it doesn't look so like because the problem with CS1 is like people will mod the game to make it look photorealistic, but then you can't read what the fuck is going on. But
Hmm.
like this, I can still see everything. Like the shadows aren't too dark, so I can see in the shadowed areas and everything. It's a good like balance of like color. So like things kind of still stick out. Like my eyes are not, I'm not going to get a headache trying to read what's going on. But this is still like the glam shots. We'll see when we get to like the actual over the, bird's eye view part, how it really looks. All right, let's see. I'm not seeing any dumb vehicles either. Like in vanilla CS1, people would mod out these vehicles that would, like, they were delivery vans and stuff, and they would have like a giant donut on it or a giant hot dog on it and everything, and it just looked really stupid. These are a lot more reasonable. All right, so just nighttime shot.
Looks nice.
Yeah, it looks good. Not sure how playable it's gonna be though. That's fucking dark. As my problem with playing CS1 with like day-night cycles is like when it would go night, I literally can't do anything because it's so dark I can't see. So, hopefully. But yeah, I mean it looks great. Great for screenshots and everything. You got some Aurora Borealis going on too. Oh, I can see was that, how do you pronounce it? Quays or something like that? Kays? That's not DLC, that's just built into the game now. So you can make nice looking waterfronts right out of the box. Good to see. Alright, so here we got a much better shot. That looks like probably hospital over there. That looks like unique building. I see bridges, but they still look the same from what they did in CS1.
This is a pretty big city, though.
Yeah, this is pretty big. I like that this bridge has like a gentle like curve to it. Once again, possible to do in CS1 vanilla, but it would be very fucking difficult. So
not even difficult, just tedious.
Yeah, just really, really fucking tedious. So to see somebody, this is vanilla. I'm going to assume he didn't sit there for 10 hours making that bridge.
Yeah.
Probably naturally does those like arcs now.
Does CS2 show signs of making American cities easier? The main thing I've seen is the parking lots.
Mm-hmm.
It's a big thing, really.
Let's see how much. Yeah, they're deleting the city.
Unless they dive into the policy menu to see like if you can set a parking minimum.
Yeah.
That would be the big thing.
Yeah, so this is just a good indicator of scale, but it looks like he was mostly building like on like close to us. So I don't know what's going on with that further out. Also, this landscape. This is definitely a vanilla. This is a vanilla map.
Yeah.
This would not actually exist in real life.
The left 5 tiles are just weird islands.
Yeah.
That would be like very difficult to use.
Yeah, this would be one of those gimmicky maps that I'm not really a fan of, but
it's for your resort DLC.
Yeah. But I'm going to assume they're going to still have like the map editor from CS, at launch, so even if the vanilla maps are terrible like they are in CS1.
It's also a bit of a weird geography. Like I don't see the river that's depositing, that's creating that island.
That's what I'm talking about. This is a typical vanilla CS. I guess they still haven't hired somebody to like make really good maps there. Because like the vanilla CS1 maps, like geographically speaking, made no sense whatsoever. And they weren't very great to play on either. So
resource placement before Industries DLC was garbage. Remaster has map editor on console now. I'd hope so.
Yeah. All right, let's see. So let's see this map without. Okay, so this is what
I see some kind of river on the right now.
Yeah.
But it still seems a little
artificial.
Yeah, it definitely seems like it's made for a city.
Yeah. I think they just went through and like they were just deleting the city.
Yeah,
because like I can still see this is like this
There's
is
a
like
dock.
cleaved off here and everything.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's like still terraformed for a city. They just went through and just de-zoned everything for that shot.
Which that sounds very tedious. There was a lot of work that was put into the shot we just saw. But
Yeah, oh. Especially to get it to like pan upwards and stuff. They probably used a script for that. There's
Mhm.
like built-in functionality for camera scripts in CS1. That I
Really?
just yeah, is nothing. It does look good though. Like you got some like really good volumetric light fog going on over here. Um
hmm
it looks good. So, I
They stepped
can
up the engine because they were finally able to work on it without a mountain of DLC.
yeah. It's amazing what we can get accomplished when we're not pushing out. Okay, okay. Oh man, it's just hit me all at once here. All right. What am I
Terraforming.
what am I looking at here? Okay, so yeah, this is terraforming tools. Well, for immediately
So I see
I'm looking down here.
zoning, distributing resources, road, electrical, water, health, recycling slash garbage,
Yeah.
schools, fire, police,
Transport.
public transit, trees.
There's probably parks.
What do you?
Policies?
No, I feel like policies is over on the right.
Yeah, what is that? Anybody have any audio? Oh, you're going robot mode?
I'm gonna try. I tried rejoining.
Okay. How's that guy? It didn't it I wasn't hearing on my end though. All right, we'll just give it a second.
I like that it's only when I call you on your stream.
Yeah. It's got to be something on my end, and I've tried changing I've tried changing things. Probably the Twitter thing? No, that's over here. Chirper's over here. This is something else.
I'm surprised Chirper made it into the
Yeah, I
made it
know.
in with how many people deleted his ass.
Maybe it's like because I'm not seeing the unique buildings thing. So maybe that's the unique buildings icon. I don't know why it would look like that unless it's like government buildings.
Could be.
That would be cool. That'd be cool if we have like government buildings and stuff. We have to actually sustain a, like something to create, like collect taxes and everything.
You can't jail anybody without a courthouse.
Mm-hmm. So then moving on, then you have the bulldozing tool. City statistics. I don't, it's hard for me to see honestly what these icons even are.
Mm.
But yeah, it looks
So,
functionally the same as CS1's.
also, what's going on with his economy?
He must have built a bunch of stuff early on. Unless it's considering like when he's using the tool as like
Right.
that's counting.
Well, where's the, okay? So is
Oh,
demand
they use
on the left?
they use console commands. So I think
So
to get
green and yellow,
Megalopolis at 5,000.
the green and yellow horizontal bars, is that your demand?
Yeah, that must be the demand there. So yeah, they need to build housing. Brush
Good to see-
size, brush strength.
Good to see residential demand hasn't changed.
I'm not seeing the different brush settings. Like the different brush types that you could load in.
Well, nobody used that feature, so.
I also don't see water in here. In the am I going to need a mod again to be able to put water down in my map
Of course.
after outside of the map editor? That'd be weird.
Anyways, this just looks like a revamped version of CS1.
Yeah. But just fine.
Look, new icons.
Oh yeah, spring. There's seasons, guys. They announced that. Can I rename my city? That'd be nice too.
Like in game.
Yeah. So yeah, there's a photo mode. No, that's got to be policies there. So I really
Is
don't know
the
what this icon is.
is the amount of land tiles you have on the far left of Megalopolis? So the 167 on the left of Megalopolis is that seems like it's the land menu.
Yeah. So yeah, what is 167 denoting?
Maybe they made the tiles smaller. Like the map could still be bigger, but it's a lot smaller to make like having 167 tiles make sense.
Maybe.
Or maybe it's 107, I don't know, but
No, that says 167. Okay, let's see. All right. Next. Here, this gets me excited.
the road grid mode.
So just this alone, the new road menu, it's it's vertical now. It's not just one long
Yeah.
horizontal nightmare that you have to scroll through.
They realized that not just mods adding new roads, but the DLC adding new roads
Yeah,
made the
yeah.
road menu like untenable to use.
Virtually unusable. Okay, so you got the straight tool, curve tool, freeform tool, even more freeform tool. So
I
there's a
think it's
new.
not freeform, it's point by point.
Oh, maybe yeah, that might be point by point, and then freeform, and then there's a
Mhm.
grid tool. Thank God. Because yeah, building grids was kind of annoying. I don't know what this is. Don't know what that is.
It's like it's a square cycling into another square, which cycles into another square. I don't know if it's like if it has to do with zoning or what.
Mm-hmm. Elevation. So they still have the bar system for the elevations, but then they also seem to have this fine tool where you could probably do it like hopefully in 1 meter steps.
Yeah.
Then we have a whole bunch of snapping options, which I think they had these in vanilla anyways. After an update, they've been slowly adding a bunch of different ways to like toggle snapping. So nice to see that back.
But you get a lot more information about what the like distances are as you're putting it down, which is really nice.
Yeah, there's a lot of information going on here. You have grading, very, very nice to see. Angles, cost, what is that, horizontal distance, or width and length, I guess you
Mhm.
would call that instead.
But people demand you talk about the plumbing, auto plumbing roads.
Oh, really? Is that what's going on here?
Yeah, so the road icons have like a water
Oh,
icon.
yeah. Yeah,
I think
there's.
they run like water and heat.
Okay. Yes, I approve of that.
But everybody
Because
does it anyways.
laying pipes in CS1 was just like a pointless task, really. There was nothing to stop you from just spamming your map with these, with
It's like cool,
with
I've got
pipes in the beginning.
100,000. I'm just gonna put a grid across the entire map and never worry
Mm-hmm.
about it again.
Yeah, so now they're under the road where they belong. Yeah,
Good quality of life stuff.
yeah. So it's they still have the they're drawing the distance around where you can zone things. I wonder if we'll be able to zone on on like corners. That's what this is implying here.
Mm-hmm.
That would be really nice if we can
Redoing
finally.
the zoning so that corners don't have autism.
Yeah. Because like what they need to do is like shrink the cells down for the zoning purposes, because like
Or add like
everything like the biggest building being a 4x4 grid really really limited things.
I was gonna say like they could do like 8x4 buildings.
Mm-hmm.
So like rectangular because it can do rectangular plots as is, but like
Yeah.
rectangular side plots so it doesn't need road access along the entire plot and you can use the whole corner.
Yeah. Um, no, I like what I'm seeing here. So these tabs, I know I'm bouncing around, but there's just like so much here that I'm. So yeah, they brought back the tab system that they started experimenting with in CS1, but they never like fully implemented it properly. So they're going all in on it now, which is good to see. Yeah, I really
So
can't
one
tell.
lane, 2 lane, 3 lane, parkway, intersections, roundabouts.
Yeah. Oh, there's a parking
Parking.
tab.
There's
A
a parking
parking
tab.
tab, and then that's like maintenance. So that's where your toll booths and
Mhm.
stuff are probably going to be. Yeah,
So
there
just
you
a
go.
straight up parking tab. I wonder.
Dedicated parking tab.
Hope they show that off.
I know. Okay, so let's let it play. Okay. Oh, okay.
This is your point by point mode I was talking about.
All right.
See how he's got like
So
points down.
let's count here. I think they did do what I was suggesting they do. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah,
4.
that's it is like subgridded.
Yeah. It's a lot more granular, and
Where
it looks
like
like it.
where it would typically be 4, now it's 6.
Yeah. It might even be more too. Wow. So did it automatically place those roundabouts? Hold on. Let's go back through that again. No.
No, I think
he
he
probably
added them.
Yeah, he probably went in and added them. Man, oh man, there's so much here that I'm liking. A lot more information on just like everything, all the angles, distances and stuff. So this is nice to see.
Notice that oh no, wait, that's okay, I get it.
Yeah, okay, so it looks like the curves you still can't zone on the curves here.
Well, it hasn't placed yet. See,
No,
it's not zoning
no.
there because that's a roundabout. It can't
Yeah,
zone on the
it
sides
can't.
of a roundabout.
Yeah. That's what I was referring to. So let's see how it handles that.
No,
Oh
you
man,
can't.
you fucking.
No, it just like totally blanked out, like zero zoning on the
Yeah.
curved road.
Yeah. He might have zoning turned off. That's what it looks like here, is that he has zoning turned off for this road.
Yeah.
That's one of the most recent updates for CS1 is that you can disable zoning along roads.
Interesting.
And it looks like you disabled it there.
I see a grid. So if you have that grid enabled, you can put zoning on stuff. Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. So that would make like your arterial roads a lot easier.
Unless, oh wait, no. Wait. Oh, there's a parallel mode too. Oh my god, yes, thank you. Actually, no, I'm looking at this right now because wasn't that the tool that they were using? Yeah, no. Okay, no. So that grid is just a tool for dragging out like a grid road.
Okay.
I
don't see what changes that dictates
No, it might
what is and isn't being zoned.
It might not be in this.
I have a hard time believing that they're going to remove zoning unless there's zoning priority where like straight stuff gets its zoning first over curved roads.
Maybe.
Because I mean, otherwise you are like telling people you need to build in grids.
Yeah. I mean, I do prefer, like, if I have to deal with this is fine because in vanilla CS, the reason they added the toggle zone tool is that in vanilla CS, this would create its own zoning and it would conflict with the other streets' zonings. So it's probably like a zoning priority system is what we're looking at. So
That's
like whatever road gets put down has priority.
I'd like to see them put down a curved road independent of the grid.
Yeah. What else do we got going on here? Because they got like these concentric circles here. Oh, I see what this is. Okay, yeah, that's in vanilla. Okay. I just want to see the types of roads we are looking at here. Okay. Oh wait, what? So they took a grid. Oh, this. What is this? Okay, that's just a regular like. Regular road there. 4-lane. 2-lane going into 4-lane and stuff. Yeah, this is all stuff that we've seen before. And then they transformed it. I like that. That looks really fucking nice. That's a highway feeding into an arterial.
Yeah, it looks like it's got slip lanes too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's slip lanes. There's like markings and stuff on the roads and everything. There's
slip
markings.
Lanes, you need like 6 mods to build slip lanes in CS1.
Yep. You got footpaths here. Some very nice
You see
master
those
planning.
docks?
Yeah,
Or-
these docks
Did he
are.
zone on the docks?
You can do this. Oh wait, maybe you can't do. No, you wouldn't be able to do this unless these are roads. Those might be roads there that he's got going around.
I'm thinking the edges are roads, and then like the
Yeah,
interior is zoned industrial or
but that
something.
would that's still this is something you absolutely cannot do in vanilla, because this would require building Ks to box it in, and then you would have to put roads on top of the Ks, but that doesn't work in vanilla. You'd have to. I don't even know if you can do it with mods. That'd be
Go
very
back to see
finicky to
how he
do.
built it. He didn't show how he built
Yeah,
it.
they
There was
just.
nothing zoned over there until
Yeah,
like the transition shot.
yeah. We'll go back and look. Yeah,
Like
so
it just appears out of thin air. So
they didn't have the save to roll back to.
you see that walkway going through the woods that goes like
This
under the
one?
highway?
Yeah. Well,
That's gotta be pleasant.
well, actually, so it looks like there's an ocean, like there's a waterfront here.
I think it's connecting to a road, and then like pedestrians are just using
Oh,
it to walk to work.
maybe. Yeah, yeah. It looks like there might be cars on this like road here. Um, yeah, I still like what I'm looking at though. This must be industrial. It looks hell of a lot better than it does in vanilla CS. Like the industrial stuff actually blends well. I'm going back to the assets and stuff too. It's I'm looking for parking lots. I see some here.
Yeah, there's not enough concrete. My heat index isn't going up high enough.
All right, let's get a little bit more. Oh no.
We're into zoning now.
Yeah, hold on.
Before we dive into zoning,
Hold on. Yeah. I just want to look just a little bit longer.
okay, so middle of the screen, there's like 4 black roof buildings that have like a lot in front of them.
Yeah, these here you're talking about. Yeah, that looks like that could be like a parking lot or something. I just want assets that grow with their own parking lots.
I know.
Because as somebody, like, I have parking lot assets in my game now, and it's just, like, really tedious to put them all down.
It doesn't make sense that the city has to put your parking lot down for you. And like trying to actually make a big box, like trying to make Walmart basically.
Yeah.
That's a pain in the ass.
It takes a lot of time.
You'd be surprised how much work it is just to make a Walmart.
A lot of work and a lot of mods.
It's super inefficient, almost like the real thing. But
all right, zoning tool time.
so I see 6 residential zoning types.
Whoa.
So it looks like single family duplex, townhouse,
yeah,
and then like your bigger like apartment buildings.
Whoa, nice. Oh, whoa, themes. Look.
Oh,
look,
yeah.
an American flag.
Yeah, there's an EU theme and American flag theme. So the American flag theme is like parking lots in front of everybody's houses.
Maybe, yeah.
Because you have to have sometimes have like one parking lot per apartment per bathroom.
Residential signature building. What is? Oh, this is just the map. What is all of this? Residential suitability. Bad. Good. Network color.
That's probably like terrain
color.
The more stuff that there is.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, this is just
so
the
like
map overlay. Okay.
It's just like do you have enough parks and services, and is there a bunch of pollution?
I do like how this map overlay looks though. This looks good.
It's probably a way of like prioritizing which places get zoned first, because obviously people are going to move to like the nice areas.
Look at the demand. Look at the demand meter. There's different levels. So there's a demand for low residential now?
That makes a lot sense.
Oh my god.
Like, yeah, it's really weird in City Skylines how you can force everybody to live in like high density residential, or force everybody to live in single family.
Oh, nice. This is a city of 69,000 people. Wow. Is he losing 2,000 people per hour? What happened?
Yes,
What happened to
he's-
this city? They must have
he's down like $20 million too.
They probably de-zoned like a bunch of stuff just to like rebuild it in game, to show like the stuff that's happening.
Offices are now purple, by the way.
Yeah. It was always confusing because you had like blue for commercial and then offices were light blue, a lighter blue. So you have residential, commercial, industrial, offices, and then I guess that's just a D-zone tool.
So that's a good mechanical way to force people to
build more
build
like
diverse
zoning. Cities. Yeah, and it increases the challenge. It's like you gotta actually consider how people in the suburbs are going to get into your major city and stuff now. Like that's the city that I'm working on right now. Is I'm trying to build like a large city and then like an orbiting suburb and figure out how I'm going to get people to go in there. So this also makes me excited too because maybe this means people are actually going to commute in this game, unlike CS1 vanilla, where if there's a job, if they don't have a job within like a 10-minute drive, they're just not going to do it. Yeah, what I'm not seeing is mixed zoning, though. Where you'd have like a residential building where the bottom 2 floors would be commercial. Yeah, that's something that I've wanted. Although, what was going on here? Because this looks like it's zoned commercial. Hold on. Oh, wait. Was that what I was just looking at? Oh, this might actually be the mixed zone that I was just talking about. Because notice it's a green building on top of a blue foundation. And when he puts it down, it's blue. Oh, so they do have mixed. Oh my god. Oh, all right. Well, they just fucking nice. So I can actually make like New York City properly now. Because you go to New York City, that's almost everything there. There's hardly any residential except for like
mixed use zoning is not to be allowed. This is the commercial avenue.
Yeah.
All of the commercial buildings will be here.
Okay, so here's the offices that they're zoning. Is it showing like the building? Or are they just doing some like editing kung fu here to like build the buildings as they're placing it down? It's like, is it showing what it's gonna look like when it's fully grown?
No, there's like transparency with the stuff that like you're currently zoned, so that you can see through it.
All right, chat. I got some bad news. I ate something earlier, and I really gotta go to the bathroom.
Chat, let's talk about atheism.
So, I'll be back in like 5 minutes.
All right, chat. We're gonna watch the Avowed trailer. Someone remember that we're 58 seconds in. All right, let me see if this actually pops it up on his screen. If so, I have officially hijacked his stream. Yes. Oh no. I was like trying to figure out what they were doing here, but then I figured out what this is showcasing, because the unmistakable. Oh, they can do this because they're under the. They can do this because they're under the Microsoft umbrella, so they don't have to buy the rights to borrow the NCR Ranger for this little sequence. I don't remember seeing this last time. Hastily, get it in there. Pin him in there. People like it. Hey, does anybody remember Outer Worlds? This is probably the most obscure game they're showing here. Please, please, please tell me that this is going to be their logo that they show in the game, because it is so masturbatory. "20 years of making your worlds your way." I don't know. I don't know if Outer Worlds really applies to that, because I got the board ending, but if you take over the board, you still have to enact the board's plan for some reason, even though like you could feasibly take over the board, pardon Wells, and then like force them to work together. I mean, that's the whole point of being in charge of the board, but like now, if you take over the board, you still do what Chairman Rockwell was going to do. So I don't know. First game company to watch a Marvel film and say we should do that kind of intro. I wouldn't be surprised if they were. I'd be surprised if they're the first, but yeah, I don't know. Like Obsidian is like a coin flip studio. Like what they're making is either like transformative or just kind of meh. There's no in between. And I don't feel like they've earned this reputation that they're acting like they have here. I'm seeing art style. And if the game is bad or meh, remember, it's always someone else's fault. I talk about that in my Outer Worlds video. The ever elusive management. We don't have names. We don't know who's responsible, but somebody's always making these terrible business decisions. They're like negotiating how long they have to make New Vegas, and the Obsidian management's like 24 months, 18 months, take it or leave it. Microsoft's like, okay, sure. I thought you were gonna push for more, but I think they believe they've earned that reputation. I think their marketing team believes they've earned that reputation, and that just enough people won't be discerning enough. Definitely feels like Outer Worlds. Real strong Outer Worlds vibe. Probably the same engine.
Like you very much, do they?
Which is like their flavor of Unreal. So this landscape shot definitely affirms, like, they were talking about this game was going to be like the same kind of scale as Outer Worlds. And it makes a lot of sense. This looks like this looks like Emerald Vale, let's be honest. I can't understand the tone they're going for. The tone they're going for is like exactly the thing they made fun of last year with their Outer Worlds 2 trailer. Hey, remember when Obsidian was making fun of people's trailers?
Sent here to the living land.
Something's odd about this. Like lighting on the these sea plants. Some fucking taxonomist is going to be super upset I called them plants. These sea whatever, they're like lit wrong. I don't know if they're aiming for like uncanny. I feel like it's strayed from uncanny to just looking unfinished. Robo Pat. Oof. Guys, I'm streaming when I'm not in control of OBS. It's tough to run a stream by proxy.
By an emperor who couldn't.
Now watch together's like cutting back and forth. There is a way I can fix it temporarily. We figured out that if I hang up and rejoin the call, there's not too many issues.
Come himself.
You're wearing a hood. And you can see from the shadow, the sun's hitting him at like a, let's say 30-degree angle. Kind of, oh, you can't see my mouse, but like, look at the shadow and then look at like his forehead. This is like my big pet peeve now, is that is not casting shadows on clothes correctly. So the interior of the hood is shaded, but the head is like the face isn't shaded from the hood. Which then you have to ask, well, what's the point of the hood? Isn't the hood supposed to be giving you shade from the sun? Nah, this isn't too bad. I don't care about the tonal clash. Like, if they've got flintlock pistols, like, fuck it, I don't care. Seems cool. Trigger discipline with muzzle loaders. Well, if you've only got one shot, you definitely want to make sure you don't fire it early. And like, so they're showing like magic associated with the pistols. Cool, could be options. I think dual wielding them's kind of a stupid meme, but whatever. It's back and forth on the settings too. Hang on. So like this looks bad, and then this looks good. This looks really nice. This looks like a nice little area to visit.
By an emperor who couldn't
This looks nice.
bother to come himself.
Notice that it's all interiors that kind of look good. And then like there's questionable shadows going on here. Like if the sun's behind him, like there's not that much. Like yeah, you'd be able to see him, but there should be like more kind of shadows going on in the front here. Like neck looks good. Whatever. We'll call it even on this guy. With that. And then like we're back to I don't know about this one, guys. This seems to be the same like underwater area where maybe they're going for an uncanny light effect, but I feel like it's just I'm gonna play the game and I'm gonna get to the part that's supposed to have the uncanny light effect and it's not intentional, it just looks bad. Okay, hold on. I wish I could I wish I was in charge of the stream so that I could open another tab and show you the Outer Worlds 2 trailer, the one that they were dogging everybody with. Another time step I have to remember. We're 68 seconds in. We're gonna watch the cringe compilation for a little bit. Remember, this is what they brought to E3.
We begin by hearing an old, wise-sounding voice. And we see a quiet, peaceful setting. This will make our game seem big and important. Now, something must break the serenity. Will this creature be in the game?
See what I'm talking about here?
Say goodbye to it forever. Suddenly, and for no reason, people running. These
See what I mean? And then we go back. Let's go back now. Back to the Avowed trailer. No, the Avowed trailer. Well, not the Outer Worlds 2 trailer.
People don't like you very much, do they? Sent here to the living lands by an emperor who couldn't bother to come himself.
See what I mean? Like, how is it that you can say you're self-aware and then the next year bring us another a trailer that's unironically like it?
Yes, I totally agree.
Hey, we're watching the we're 58 seconds, by the way. Welcome back. All right, FYI for the for the fake private sessions. Same rule applies, and we're actually still counting from last time, so you're out of chances to say funny things. You lost your shot there.
Yeah, I've been watching.
Well, we're halfway through. Let's get this over
To
with.
investigate some plague.
Oh yeah, here's the bear. The bear! You're gonna see this bear a lot.
Oh god, what the fuck is this?
I've noticed, like, okay, I didn't notice the first time that there was mushrooms on the bear, but there's mushrooms on the bear. Which actually the bear doesn't look bad. The trees look bad. The trees look horrible. The trees are giving Oblivion a run for its money.
But do they sway? Do they
they
sway in the
sway?
wind? Also, my audio might be a bit too loud for this trailer. They go hard, you know?
Yeah, this trailer goes hard, ironically. I feel like if I'm going to mention anything about Avowed in the Outer Worlds 2 video, because it is kind of late, I can still add stuff, but like, I'm probably going to mention like, hey, isn't it weird that the stuff that you guys were making fun of is like what you're doing unironically now? It's almost like the Outer Worlds 2 trailer was fucking stupid. Like, this isn't an Avowed trailer problem. This is an Outer Worlds 2 trailer problem. That trailer was a fucking mistake. Also, it confirms that the Phineas Wells suicide ending's not canon, but whatever.
Corrupting.
Okay, so fuck. There's gonna be like an underwater area, and they're like cursing everybody, and like that's causing these like underwater plants to grow on people's. And it's like corrupting them. I already figured the plot of this game out.
A very
Skyrim combat?
What's going on with this animation?
Skyrim combat.
I guess he stabbed him in the neck. Also, yeah, it is Skyrim combat, even with the finishers. This definitely looks like Outer Worlds crossed over with Skyrim.
Yeah.
you want
Which your mileage will vary on what that means for you.
us to
I guess they're keeping the two companion system, or really preserving the quality from Outer Worlds.
Listen, they had the system set up in Outer Worlds. Why change it?
The plot is literally the Kelp Shake episode from SpongeBob.
trust you.
Here's your
Ooh.
mandatory spider shot so that we can advertise that we're accessible by including an arachnophobia mode. It's a magic book. We have to accept that the lighting's weird because it's a magic book.
But the truth is, you scare us.
That's not a promising plot point. Oh god, can it please undo the damage that Skyrim has done?
Listen, they gotta play it safe. This is their first person RP, first person,
What they need to confirm is they
what
need
would-
to just
what would
have
even qualify this as?
they need to have Tim Kaine or Leon Boyarsky or whoever is in charge of this project. They need to just have them on camera and they just look in the lens and say, this game will not have the same sense of humor as Outer Worlds. We listened to your concerns and we've taken things a bit more seriously. Man, I'm glad that spider was really permitting of my fire spell.
The way you
It also didn't seem to affect him at all.
affect
It
him at
really
all. It
is
didn't
Outer
even
Worlds crossed with
stumble.
Skyrim. Yeah, it really is Outer Worlds crossed with Skyrim. Holy shit. Down to the unimpactful magic.
fight.
Like, look at this guy. He just got hit with a barrage of ice spells and he just shrugged it up. Well, he's in plate armor, but still.
The power you
I see that we've brought over the Entangling Roots spell from World of Warcraft.
wield.
So is there going to be a limit on where I can cast that? Like it has to be on a grassy surface? They could do that. But will they?
The secrets you keep, you're either here to save us or destroy us.
All right. I gotta. I'm sorry, guys. My stomach is fucking killing me right now. I gotta fucking call. I gotta just shut the stream down. Oh,
Shut this shit down.
I'm sweating bullets right now. This is terrible.
Bullets. Sorry, chat.
Yeah. Damn.
We'll pick this up another time.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have another stream at some point to cover the IGN interview. There's still more interviews that we actually have to watch with Starfield. So
yeah,
we'll. And then you'll probably pick this up later.
Yeah. I gotta fucking go. This isn't gonna be a good night for me. I can tell already.
F's in the chat, everybody.
All right.